Okay, everyone, this is going to be part three. This time we're working with trapezoids. So what we're going to do is draw our shape, create our equation, and then finally solve for our equation. So it says a table is in the shape of a trapezoid. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw that. So trapezoid, it didn't list a particular trapezoid, so I'm just going to draw any for now. Okay, so here's my table. The bases measure 2 feet and 4 feet. The area of the entire trapezoid is 15 feet squared. Okay, so it looks like what I'm missing here is the height. I don't know the height. So let me just go ahead and write my formula. Area is equal to half of base 1 plus base 2 multiplied by the height. So I like to rearrange this a little bit. So I'm going to do base 1 plus base 2 is going to be divided by 2. And then at the very end, I'm going to multiply by the height. You could do it either way. It still will turn out to be the same. So I know 15 is my area. I know that base 1 is 2, and base 2 is going to be 4. And I'm going to divide that by 2 and multiply by my height. So I could do what's on the inside. I just can't mess around with the h yet. Okay? So here is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and simplify this. So 15 is going to be equal to 6 over 2 times h, and then let me simplify one more time. 15 is equal to 3 times h. So here would be the formula that I would need to use in order to solve this. So let me just rewrite it. 15 is equal to 3h. I don't need that dot in the middle anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and divide by 3 to get the h by itself. So now I have h is going to be equal to 5 feet. H is equal to 5 feet. Okay? Now, let's go ahead and try another example. A floor plan of a building is in the shape of a right trapezoid. Okay, a right trapezoid. So let me just go ahead and actually draw that right trapezoid. So right trapezoid means that it's a right angle. All right, and then right here will be my trapezoid. Okay, so I know for sure that it has an area of 27 meters squared. I know for sure that one of the bases is going to be 10 meters and the height is going to be 3 meters. So it looks like this base number 2 is what I don't know yet. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a formula. Area is going to be equal to base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2, and then we're going to multiply it by the height. I know for sure my area is 27. I know that base 1 is going to be equal to 10, but I don't know what base 2 is, so I'll keep that as a variable for now. And then my height is going to be 3. Okay? So there are a few things that I could do here. Let me just go ahead and rewrite my equation. So 10 plus base 2 multiplied by 3. Okay? So I need to get to this base 2, but all of this stuff is in the way. This says to multiply by 3, so let's just go ahead and divide each side by 3 in order to get rid of that 3. So I have 9 is going to be equal to 10 plus b2 over 2. Now, this divide by 2 is in my way. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply by 2 and multiply by 2. So 9 times 2 is going to give me 18. So now that that's gone, this makes this problem a little bit easier. So let me just go ahead and erase that actually. Here you go. So we have 10. 18 is equal to 10 plus b2. Now, in order to get the b2 by itself, I have to get rid of this 10. So I'm just going to subtract by 10 from that side and subtract by 10 from the other side. So now finally, I have b2 is going to be equal to 8. More particular, 8 meters. Okay? Now, let's go through our last example that's similar to that last one that we were just on. Okay, so once again, drawing, equation, then solve. A fire station is in the shape of a trapezoid. It didn't say any particular trapezoid, so I'm just going to draw a regular trapezoid. So over here, right here. Okay, so the smaller base of the building is 10 yards. So this is going to be 10 yards. The height is 16 yards. So over here we have 16. I know that the total area, so everything in here is going to be 176 yards squared. but I don't know what this is at the bottom. I don't know what base number 2 is. So let's start with our formula. Area is equal to base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2, and then we're going to multiply that by the height. I know that my area is 176 yards squared. I know for sure that B1 is going to be 10, but I don't know what B2 is. I'm going to divide that by 2 and then multiply it by the height 16. Here is my equation. So I'm just going to go ahead and rewrite that to the side. Now, this multiply by 16 is in the way, so let me just divide by 16 on both sides in order to get rid of that. So 176 divided by 16 is going to be equal to 11. So 11 is equal to 10 plus b squared divided by 2. At this point, I need to get to the b squared, but this 2 is in the way. So in order to reverse the divide by 2, I'm going to multiply by 2 here, and then I'm going to multiply by 2 here. So I have 22 is going to be equal to 10 plus b2. Now, this b2 I need to get by itself. The 10 is in the way, so I'm going to subtract 10 on this side and subtract 10 on this side. So b2 is going to be equal to 12 yards in this situation. B2 is equal to 12 yards. So this equals 12 yards. And that's it. If you need to go back to the video in order to slow things down and get a better understanding, please feel free to do so. If you need any help in class, ask me as well. But as of now, that's it.